Friends, there are basically two types of people living in this world. One group is those who run after money like crazy all their lives, and the other group is those who force money to run after them after a while. Imagine, a person is working hard. He is sweating from morning till night, yet at the end of the month his pocket is tight. And on the other hand, there are some people who, even when they are sleeping, their bank balance keeps increasing. Is the difference fate? No, the difference is that the first group only knows how to earn money and the second group knows how to make money. In today's video, we will learn the secret science that your school or college did not teach you. Today, I will show you how to make your hard-earned money your slave. Welcome to our channel book from the beginning. Let's start a new chapter of changing your life today. Have you ever wondered why we remain poor? Because of the education system. We have grown up listening to a formula since childhood. Study well, get a good degree, and then find a good job. But no one taught us how to create wealth with that earned money. In school, we learn math but are not taught money management. We study history, but the history of investment is not in our syllabus. We study science but are not told about compound interest, the magical power of profit. What is the result? We grow up, get big degrees, get jobs. But as soon as the 20th of the month comes, we start to worry. We ask ourselves, why am I lagging behind after all this hard work? Why am I not saving? The answer is very simple. You are earning money by selling your time. If you work for 8 hours, you get paid for 8 hours. On the day you stop working, the money also stops coming. This is called active income. And those who become rich work to create passive income or assets. That is, they create a system or employee that actually works for them 24 hours a day. 365 days a year with their money. Even if you are sick, that money keeps growing for you. When money is not the owner, it is your employee. Let me tell you a bitter truth. If you live only on salary, you can be a hard worker, but you are not financially independent. Without financial freedom, you cannot make big decisions in life. You have to do what your boss says. You have to buy what your budget allows. You also dream within the limits of your salary. This is the difference between the thinking of the rich and the middle class. When poor people get money, they think about what to buy now, like a new mobile phone or an expensive dress. When rich people get money, they think about where to invest this money so that it grows even more. When poor people get a bonus, they change their mobile phone. And when rich people get a bonus, they increase their investment portfolio. Saving or increasing money is not magic. It is a science. Whether your salary is $8,000 or $80,000, if you understand the rules of money, then even that small amount of money of yours will one day turn into a huge fortune. Now let's know what is the difference between hard work and intelligence. That teaching of Gautam Buddha. Many people think that you can become rich only by working like a donkey. But Gautam Buddha once said, if only hard work brought wealth, then every manual laborer in the world would be a millionaire today. Sunburned farmers would live in palaces. Brick-carrying workers would travel in lowrider cars. Hard work is definitely necessary. Hard work is the ladder without which you cannot reach the upper floors. But not only if there is a ladder, you also have to see if the ladder is attached to the right wall. Hard work is like your engine, and steering is your steering. The engine is very powerful, but if there is no steering, the car will fall straight into the ditch. So I am not saying that you should stop working. I am saying that you should work hard in a way that strengthens the foundation of your today as well as tomorrow. Don't just sweat and get tired, but use your hard work in the right direction. Now let's know the golden rules of making money from money. To increase money, we have to mix the 3 basic rules with flesh and blood first. Rule 1, save before spending. Ordinary people spend their salary first on rent, mobile bills, food and drink, then save what they have left over. The rich save a certain amount first and then live on the rest of the money. If your goal is to save what is left over, then know that you will have nothing left at the end of the month. Rule 2, utilize idle money. If the money you have saved is just lying around in a cupboard or a general savings account, then why is that money dying day by day? Because inflation is reducing the value of your money. When money is idle, it becomes a burden rather than an asset. Rule 3, identify the 4 right paths. Money grows mainly in 4 ways. 1. Interest, which many people want to stay away from for religious reasons. 2. Profit, from business or trading. From 3 rental properties to 4 partnerships, no matter which path you take, the goal is to increase your wealth even in your absence. Friends, we understand why we are lagging behind, but what are the real steps to get out of this mess? How can a common man increase his income source? In the next episode, we will discuss the specific steps that anyone can follow to build a financial empire from scratch. Let's get started. Master plan to increase money and increase income source. First, you need to know why relying only on income is dangerous. Friends, a little earlier, we learned why hard work alone is not enough. Now let's go a little deeper. Have you ever thought about how much risk your life is at if you have only one source of income, such as your job? Imagine you are walking on a tightrope. If that rope breaks, you have no choice but to fall down. Similarly, any illness, company layoff, or sudden accident can ruin your whole life. So the first and main condition for becoming rich is to increase your income source. The biggest difference between a common man and a rich man is the number of their income sources. The rich never put all their eggs in one basket. You need to divide your income into at least 3 categories. Active income, where you are working on your own. Your job or shop. Passive income, where once you create a system, money starts coming automatically. Portfolio income, where dividends come from the money you invest. 2.2, step-by-step system to put money to work. Now the question is, how does a common man with a limited salary start this? Here I am giving you a secret system of 3 steps, which we always emphasize starting from our channel book. Step 1 is thinking bigger than income. Mindset over income. Most people think all day long about how much my salary will increase, but you have to think about how many ways I have to earn. If you get 25,000 rupees a month, you have to get out of the mindset of spending all that money. Tax yourself from day 1. That is, set aside at least 10% to 20% of your salary for your future. A person who does not pay himself first works for others all his life. Get rid of the trap of 2 expenses. A huge problem in our society is show-off or showing off expenses. 95% of people waste money on things that are not actually their assets but liabilities. Liability. What is a liability? Expensive mobile phones bought in installments, unnecessary bikes or cars, expensive branded clothes. These take money out of your pocket. What is an asset? Land, gold, shares, business, or something that gives you returns every month or year. Friends, if you do not win the lottery or a miracle happens, you have to change your spending habits. Remember that today's small sacrifices are the foundation of tomorrow's big freedom. Step 3. Convert savings into investments. Just saving money will not make you rich. The 1,000 rupees kept in the cupboard will remain 1,000 rupees after a year, but the price of rice and pulses will increase. That is, the power of your saved money will decrease. This saved money is called dead money. To make it alive, you have to invest it. Investing means sending money to a place where it can return with a few more of its younger brothers or a share of the profits. 2.36 Powerful ways to increase money. Let's find out the 6 ways that 90% of the world's richest people use to increase their wealth. You can choose any one of your choice. Rental income, land, shop, or house rent. It's like a money printing machine. You are sleeping, but at the end of the month, the rent is being deposited in your bank account. This is real nobility. Business partnership. Suppose a friend of yours has a good idea, but no money. You put capital there and take a share of the profit. This does not take your time. Only money works. Stock market. Many consider it gambling, but if you enter with the right education, it is very profitable. You are actually becoming a partner in the ownership of big companies. If the company profits, you will also get a share of the profits. Digital assets. In today's era, creating a YouTube channel, blog, online course, or ebook is also a type of investment. Once you work hard and create content, it can give you income for years. Gold or precious metals. It is the safest shield against inflation in the long term. SIP system is an investment plan. Those who do not want to take risks directly in the stock market can invest small amounts of money every month through mutual funds. 2.45 Big mistakes that should be avoided. Most people make 5 big mistakes when starting to invest emotionally. 1. Investing money without understanding. Do not give money anywhere after hearing from a friend or watching any education. First, study the subject for at least 30 minutes. 2. The greed of getting rich quick. The one that makes you dream of becoming rich overnight will basically rob you of everything. 3. Imitating others. Just because someone next door bought land doesn't mean you have to buy it. Set your goals according to your ability. 4. Keep all your money in one place. This is called all eggs in one basket. Always invest in different places, so that if one sinks, the other will save you. 5. Don't start out of fear. Those who never take risks are actually at the biggest risk. Start small, but start. End of the second episode. Friends, there are a lot of theories, but can a common man really do this? Can someone come from a poor family and become a millionaire? In the next episode, I will tell you the real story of a boy named Ravi that will make your hair stand on end and show you how to apply these rules in real life. Now, through a real story, we will understand how to apply theoretical knowledge in practice. This part will move your emotions and intellect equally. An ordinary boy, Ravi, has extraordinary persistence. Friends, I have learned many rules in pen and paper, but do they work in the lives of flesh and blood people? Let's talk to Roby. Roby was a young man from a very ordinary family like you. A small village, a mud house, and a thatched roof on top. There were 4 people in the family: a sick father, a hard-working mother, and a younger sister. Roby's father used to work in the fields, but a terrible accident paralyzed his legs. After passing 12th, all avenues for Roby's education were closed due to lack of money. Roby moved to the city, carrying the burden of the entire family on his shoulders. He started working as a laborer in a factory. After a hard day's work, his salary was only 9,000 taka at the end of the month. With this little money, he had to pay for his own food, rent, and send money home. As soon as the 25th of the month arrived, his hands would be empty. Roby thought that this was how life would be spent: work in the morning, fatigue at night, and a struggle all his life. Now was the historic turning point. One day, all the workers sat down because the power went out in the factory. There, an elderly mechanic, whom everyone called Thakur Kaka, said to Ravi while drinking tea, "Boy, you are making money, but you don't know how to make money." Ravi was surprised and asked, "What is making money, uncle?" Kaka smiled and said, "When your money works for you, it is called making money." That thought stuck in Ravi's mind. That night when he returned home, Ravi searched YouTube for the first time on how to make money from money. What is investment? What is SIP? At first, he didn't understand anything, but he took a vow. He would spend at least 30 minutes every day learning money management. Starting from the channel book, there is no alternative to learning. Then Ravi learned that the rich do not become rich by earning more, but by investing in the right places. He decided to separate his savings first. He first set aside 1,000 taka from his 9,000 taka salary. His friends used to make fun of him. "Hey, you fool! What is the point of saving with such a small salary?" Roby used to think to himself. "If I can tolerate people's laughter today, then life will not be able to make me cry tomorrow." Roby deposited 3,000 taka in 3 months. Then he learned about SIP. He started an SIP of 1,000 taka in a mutual fund. His chest was trembling. If the money sank, but he convinced himself that he would never grow if he was afraid. After 6 months of investing, Roby became very enthusiastic and bought shares of a stock he saw on YouTube. Without any research, he invested 2,000 taka in the stock. Unfortunately, within 2 months, the price of that share fell to 1,200 taka. Roby was devastated. He thought that the stock market might be a scam by bigwigs. That's when he remembered Thakur Kaka's words. "If you don't learn, you will cut yourself first." Roby understood that investing is not gambling. It is a skill. He started learning seriously now. Instead of playing games on his mobile phone, he started learning company analysis. 2 years passed in a flash. Roby now saves 1,500 taka every month. Out of this, 500 taka goes to SIP, 500 taka goes to savings, and 500 taka goes to learning the stock market. After 2 years, the market value of the 42,000, but Roby didn't stop there. He knew that saving alone wasn't enough. That night, he learned how to repair mobile phones and fill online forms. After 6 months, he started earning an extra 3,000 taka. Robbie now has two sources of income, factory job and part-time job. He made a rule that he would not spend a single taka of the extra income. He would invest it all again. After 8 years, Robbie's life has completely changed. His small investments have now turned into a portfolio of 25 lakh taka due to compounding. He has got his father treated. He has admitted his sister to a good school. His mother no longer has to work in someone else's house. The most important thing is that Robbie has now bought a small plot and built 2 houses on it and rented them out, from which he gets a guaranteed rent of 7,000 taka per month. Robbie now sleeps peacefully at night because he knows that even if he loses his factory job tomorrow, his house rent, share dividends, and SIP returns will not let him sit on the road. The villagers now say that Robbie's forehead is good, but Robbie knows that it was not his forehead. It was discipline and proper knowledge. Friends, Robbie's story teaches us that the limitations are not in your pocket but in your thoughts. But how do you create your own money machine? What are the 5 big mistakes that can put you in danger like Robbie? And what is the essence of this entire journey? I will tell you all in the next episode. So far, we have heard the story of Robbie's struggle. Now we will discuss 7 life-oriented lessons from Robbie's experience that will change your financial outlook forever. 7 lessons from Robbie's life and the main mantra of financial freedom, the main formula behind Robbie's success. Friends, after listening to Robbie's story, many may think that it is just a story, but if you think deeply, you will see that what Robbie has done is not a miracle. He just strictly followed some rules. Today I will explain to you those 7 secret lessons that our channel believes can make any ordinary person extraordinary, starting from the book. Education is not a low salary, the reason for poverty. Wrong thinking is the reason. Many people complain that my salary is low. How can I save? Even when Robbie was getting a salary of 9,000 taka, he saved 1,000 taka. That is, the problem is not in the amount of money, but in the habit. If you cannot save 10 taka from 100 taka, then even if you get a salary of 1 lakh taka, you will not be able to save 10,000 taka. Saving is a muscle that gets stronger through regular practice. Lesson 2. Savings are seeds. Investments are its trees. If you want to eat mangoes, you have to plant the mango pit in the ground. Savings are the pit or seed. But just carrying the seed in your pocket will not make a tree. You have to plant it in the right soil through investment. Robbie did not keep his saved money in the Sindhu, but sowed it in the soil of the stock market and SIP. Remember that savings keeps you safe, but investment makes you rich. Investing without learning. Lesson 3 is like suicide. Remember Robbie's loss in that share? He invested money without understanding. This is a big lesson. Information is not knowledge. You will not become an expert just by watching a video on YouTube. Before investing money, sharpen your intelligence. Try to understand how the business or fund you are investing in works for at least 30 minutes. Investing without education is like shooting arrows in a dark room. Lesson 4. It provides protection from fear, but not prosperity. Robbie's friends were afraid, so they never invested. They fought with poverty all their lives in order to stay safe. But Robbie took risks. But that risk was a calculated risk. Remember, if you sit on the bank of the river, you will never be free. You have to get into the water. If you are afraid to take risks today, you will have to be a slave to the safe salary given by others for the rest of your life. Education. Putting 5 profits back into use. The power of compounding. Robbie did a great job. He did not buy expensive clothes with his part-time income or share profits. Instead, he reinvested that profit. This is called reinvesting. Einstein called compound interest the 8th wonder of the world. When your profit starts making profit again, your wealth starts growing at a geometric rate. This is the only legitimate and scientific way to become rich overnight. Education 6. There should be more than one source of income. In Robbie's story, we saw that he once created 5 sources of income: a factory job and active income, 2 freelancing or digital services, 3 SIPs and mutual funds, 4 tea shop partnership, 5 house rent, If your main source of income stops today, will your life come to a halt? If the answer is yes, then start looking for a second source of income today. It could be a small business or an online job. Education 7. Make money a servant, not an owner. Poor people work for money, and money works for rich people. When Roby is getting house rent or dividends, he is not working himself. His money is working for him. When you become a slave of money, money will not want you. And when you make money your slave, you will be able to enjoy the real freedom of life or time freedom. Many people think that they will start from next month or when their salary increases. But remember, the best time to plant trees was years ago. The second best time is now. The longer you delay today, the further you will distance yourself from the magical power of compound interest. Take a small step like Ravi. Start with 100 taka or 100 taka, but start today. Friends, we have learned the lessons of Roby's life. But at the end of the video, I will give you a bonus tip and conclusion that will complete your learning today. How to create your own money map, and finally, there will be a special message for you. Create your own money map today. Friends, we have listened to Roby's story so far and learned many rules. But the question is, what will you do from today? How will you draw a map of your life? If you really want to change your current situation, you need to create a money map. The first step is transparency. Go home tonight and sit down with a diary. Write down how much income you have each month and exactly where your money is being spent. Many times we do not notice small unnecessary expenses, but at the end of the month, they become mountains. Remember that a ship is sinking due to a leak in the bottom. No matter how much water you pour into it, the ship will not survive if the leak is not stopped. Close your spending holes first. What is the real formula to becoming a rich man? I am reminding you again of the magic formula that we learned in this video. Ingrain it in your mind. Earn first. Start earning by working hard in any righteous way. Save. Set aside at least 20% before spending. Invest. Invest that saved money in the right place like land, gold, shares, or business. Reinvest. Reinvest the profits from investment instead of spending it. Be patient. Don't think of becoming a big man overnight and wait for a few years. You don't get results immediately after planting a tree. But if you take care of it, it will come. Many people may still be saying, "Brother, I have debts. How can I pay them?" My advice to them is that debts are the shackles on your feet. First, try to pay off those debts quickly by cutting down on small expenses. And if you think I don't have money, remember that Roby also started from scratch. The only difference was that Roby stopped complaining and started taking action. Will you continue to complain today, or will you decide to make your own destiny like Roby? Remember, a small decision made today will determine the future of your family in 10 years. Whether your children will struggle with poverty like you, or you will leave a strong foundation for them, depends on you today. Don't miss the opportunity of the digital age. We are living in a strange and wonderful time. In the past, earning money only required physical labor. But today, using the mobile phone in your hand, you can be a part of the global market. Freelancing on the internet, starting an online business, or creating digital wealth is now easier than ever. Like Roby, can you also spend your free time, which you may be wasting by scrolling through Facebook or Instagram? So can't you convert your free time into wealth? Of course you can, you just need a little willpower. This is your favorite YouTube channel. A new turn in your life, friends. Today's video is not just to give information, it is to wake you up. Money is not just paper or currency notes. Money is your hard work. When you waste money, you are actually wasting the precious time of your life. So learn to respect your time and money. I know this path is not easy. Society will criticize you. Friends will tell you to keep quiet. There may be losses in the beginning. But remember, it is easy to go with the crowd. But going alone is the real heroism. One day when you reach your destination, this society will hold you up as an example. Friends, today you have seen a complete map. You have seen how life changes when you combine hard work with intelligence. Now the decision is yours. Will you run after money all your life like the first group, or make money run after you like the second group? If this video has lit the slightest light of hope in you, then like the video and share it with your friend who needs to see it. And tell us your opinion in the comments which investment you are starting from today. Stay connected with us to see life anew and learn something new. Remember, every successful story in life starts from some book. Everyone stay well, stay healthy, and start the journey of making your money your slave today. Thank you.